Hacksaw Ridge is a war film directed by Mel Gibson and released in 2016. The film is based on the true story of Desmond Doss, a conscientious objector during World War II. Desmond Doss was a United States Army soldier who refused to bear arms due to his religious and ethical beliefs, but still volunteered to serve as a combat medic. The story unfolds during the Battle of Okinawa, where Desmond Doss, played by Andrew Garfield, risks his own life to save his teammates. He refuses to pick up a weapon, but shows extraordinary courage by rescuing 75 wounded men during the battle, dragging them away from the front line and ensuring their safe evacuation. Desmond Doss was the first conscientious objector to receive the United States Congressional Medal of Honor for his acts of bravery. The film Hacksaw Ridge depicts his journey, highlighting the challenges he faced due to his decision not to carry weapons, as well as the eventual respect he gained from his fellow soldiers and superiors due to his dedication to service and rescuing lives. The film addresses themes of courage, ethics, and respect for individual values in times of war. Hacksaw Ridge is more than a conventional war film, it is a story that transcends physical battlefields to explore the depths of human existence. Desmond Doss's journey raises philosophical and existential questions that make us reflect on the nature of courage, ethics, sacrifice, and resilience. Desmond Doss embodies the idea of holding firm to your ethical convictions even in the most extreme situations. His refusal to pick up a gun is not only an expression of his faith, but also a statement about individuality and personal integrity. The narrative suggests that, amid the brutality of war, there is room for uniqueness and moral courage. Doss' courage is not only manifested in his physical acts on the battlefield, but also in his resistance against social and military pressure to conform. If you like the content and want to help us continue, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment or suggestion about a book, film, series, anime that you want to see analyzed on the channel. Existential reflection here leads us to consider the inner strength required to remain true to our principles even when the world around us is in turmoil. Furthermore, the film addresses the complexity of the human condition and the duality present in each of us. Desmond Doss is a pacifist in a wartime environment, a healer in a field of destruction. It makes us question the contradictory facets of our own nature and how, at crucial moments, we can manifest compassion in the midst of adversity. The narrative also highlights the transformative power of the individual. Desmond Doss, initially viewed with suspicion and hostility by his fellow soldiers, eventually earns their respect through the strength of his character and selfless actions. This leads us to consider each person's ability to positively influence the world around them, regardless of circumstances. Ultimately, Hacksaw Ridge is not just a film about war, but a meditation on human nature and the search for authenticity amid chaos. It challenges us to examine our own convictions, courage, and empathy, questioning what it truly means to be human in the face of adversity. Desmond Doss, in the film, emerges as a symbol of existential resistance. His refusal to bear arms and his determination to remain true to his ethical and religious convictions represent a rebellion against the conventional expectations of society and the military. Doss chooses to walk a path of integrity, challenging established norms, and his journey reflects a search for deeper, more authentic meaning amid the brutality of war. The verse from Romans 12 verse 2 resonates with the same existential essence. It calls for nonconformity with the norms of the world, highlighting the need for inner transformation. This transformation is seen as a renewal of the mind, a search for understanding the good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. Here, the existential narrative intertwines with the search for a higher purpose, challenging superficial structures and calling for a deep exploration of existence. The existential analogy between the film and the biblical verse focuses on resistance against the banality of conformity and the journey towards meaningful authenticity. Both suggest that the true essence of life is discovered when we refuse to be shaped by external norms and instead choose an inner search for higher values and meaning.